dumbest person in the world award goes to who else? AOC. Video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you sign up for our rewards program. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live. Let's get into this. AOC has to be the dumbest. The dumbest person in the world. Have you ever been around somebody that's so woke they sleep? They so woke they sleep. They so smart they stupid. I don't understand. I think that she has potential to be a brilliant young lady, right? I think there's potential there. But she just put her foot in her mouth every time she speaks. Here is another example. Everybody know the term pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It is a figure of speech, and it has a deeper meaning that only people who care about being independent, having an internal locus of control will understand. Let me let you guys hear what AOC said, and then we're going to talk about it. Roll the film.
Ms. Hutchinson, I also want to thank you about bringing up the poverty draft and this idea of a bootstrap. You know, this idea and this metaphor of a bootstrap started off as a joke because it's a physical impossibility to lift yourself up by a bootstrap, by your shoelaces. It's physically impossible. The whole thing is a joke.
No, you're a joke. You're a joke. So let's go to history real quick. Pull yourself up by your bootstrap was a figure of speech, which means that because it is very difficult for an individual to pull themselves up by a bootstrap, that means that you're taking on a task that people would not chart down. You're taking on a task that most people would think would be an impossibility, but you're doing it anyway. No one in their right mind ever suggested that you will actually pull yourself up by your bootstrap. It is metaphorically explaining you doing a task independently and you doing something that others believe that you cannot accomplish. It's not about the action of pulling yourself up by your bootstrap. It is the idea that you are going to be independent, and if somebody is going to pull you up, it's going to be yourself. You're not going to rely on the government. AOC, I have a question for you. Do you think it's the government's responsibility to pull you up by your bootstraps? The whole premise, and it's the idea in people's minds who are successful versus people who are not successful, is what we call locus of control. I want you guys to Google it and look it up. Locus of control. Some people have internal locus of control. Some people have external locus of control. Internal locus of control means that my life and the things that happen to me are predicated on my decision making, on things that I do. If I'm going to be better, it's going to be decisions that I have to make. Understanding that God is working in my life. It's what I'm doing. External locus of control refers to people that feel like everything that happened to them is external. The reason why they're poor is because the criminal justice system. The reason why they're poor is because the white man. The reason why they're poor is because gas price. Somebody else is doing something that controls your life. And that's not the way to live. And AOC is just one of those propaganda people getting down here telling people to live a life of being subject to other people's decision making. She don't understand pull yourself up by your bootstraps at all. But see, they so woke they sleep. They so smart they dumb. They don't know what's going on. Everybody, on the left will say, I shouldn't be a Republican. And I don't like to call myself a Republican. I'm a registered Republican. I vote Republican because Republicans seem to have more sense than these other people in many of these situations. I'm a Christian. I'm a man of God. I'm an American. I vote based on what's going to best benefit God and America. Now, with that being said, when you look at the difference between the two sides, people will say, I shouldn't be registered Republican. I should be afraid of the police. I should have had it hard, and getting into school and prejudice and racism. I have not experienced racism. And if somebody was racist against me, I wouldn't even know. They would have to be secretly being racist against me. I went to school, I did my work, and I got grades. And the grades that I got allowed me to get a certain score so I could enter into a college or university of my choice. I played football. I worked hard. That's how I got a full scholarship, and I was an All-American football player. Some of that obviously was God, but the rest of it I had to do on my own. And I got into school. You know, I could have made excuses and said that I know I did the work I was supposed to do and I graduated with my degree. I don't want to hear this. Oh, white man, you know why the justice system don't affect me? Because I'm not a part of the justice system. Only part I had in the justice system when I became a police officer. I'd rather be a police officer than be a criminal. The justice system that I deal in, and I think it's conducive for criminals. It's not beneficial to law enforcement because they just let these fools out. But I deal with the justice system from one side, the positive side. I put people away that did harm to others. I'm not a part of the justice system where you're unlawfully sentencing me because I committed crimes. Crimes. Come on, man. I could talk about this all day because I get passionate about success and I get passionate about people being the best version of themselves. Stop letting these politicians lie to you. Stop letting these people trick you out your position. The white man in America ain't no different than the black man in America, ain't no different than the Asian, ain't no different than the Native American. You are a free person. You have the same amount of hours a day as everybody else. And to be honest, if you came from adversity, you're better off. People who have adversity tend to be great people later in life because you know how to deal with things. You know how to come from nothing. Those are some of the greatest people who dealt with adversity. If you're walking around with a silver spoon in your mouth, a lot of people like that don't become the greats that we hear about. The Martin Luther Kings. They don't become like that. They don't become the Ben Carsons. They came from nothing and became great people. Because when they get there, they know how to sustain it because they had to go to somewhere to get it. And I'll say somebody even like Floyd Mayweather. People may not like his business dealings, but that kid was poor. He had nothing. All he was doing was hustling, working hard, and boxing. And now he's the richest, he's the most wealthy athlete in the world. So you can do it if you put your mind to it. Don't let these people trick you out your position. Don't let these people lie to you. AOC sound cute. She sound good. Oh, it's all good, but it's lies. It sound good till it ain't good. That's my whole saying. It's cool until it ain't cool no more. We live in the best country on earth. Take advantage of it. Let me know if I'm tripping, y'all. In the comment section, let me know. Visit the Officer Tatum store where you get all the cool merch. The Officer Tatum store. The link is in the comment section, or you can just Google it. The Officer Tatum store. I appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live. I think that's it. I love you. I'll see you on the next one.